Howdy y'all, it's Ryan from RNA Music, deep in the heart of Texas. You can't really see my flag because I got these sweet CMG Guitars and Devicat amps banners. Thank you to my friend Chris at CMG Guitars. Alrighty, you've probably seen us doing some unboxing videos of the CMGs and my buddy Tim playing on one a little bit, but I haven't actually done an official video yet. So here's the RNA Music Ryan video about the CMG guitars. Neck tones. They're made in Statesboro, Georgia. So they're all made in the USA, and they start at a price point that is affordable for pretty much every working musician. Their starting point with their guitars for the Ashlee model, which is a single cut guitar, set neck, is $7.99. That's right, you heard me, $7.99. So that's pretty crazy for a made in America set neck guitar. This is beating some of the import guitars that I have. And I have some very, very, very nice Korean import guitars that we carried from a couple of different brands. And you know, they've got some guitars that are in the upper $7s and $800 and $900 range. So pretty cool that you can get an American-made guitar for less than a lot of other import guitars. Now they got a lot of finish options. If you go to the CMG Guitars website, I'll put a link below. You can see what they have to offer. This is a trans black finish, flame maple top, trans black, right? I'll show you another guitar in a minute. Now here's the specs. It is a 22 fret, 24 3/4 inch scale, so your typical LP scale and feel. We've got medium frets, which are quite nice. African mahogany, right? Mahogany neck, mahogany body, bridge. got a very nice belly carve right here, which is real comfy because it is a thick guitar. Check it out. I mean, that is a thick piece of wood. African mahogany. It's got a pretty substantial maple cap. And you see that? That's an actual maple cap. And this is the maple top. This is not a veneer. It's an actual maple cap. A really thick one too. Thicker than what I've seen on some other guitars made in the USA. Very lovely rosewood fretboard, which is quite nice. There's no inlays. You do have dots. We do have some dots, side markers of course, but no inlay. And that's to keep the cost of the guitar down. The headstock has a maple cap on it too, which is pretty cool. I like that. The model is the Ashlee. Bridge Dirt. One of the things I really dig about CMG guitars, Chris Mitchell guitars, and Devicat amps, they're all owned by Chris, is that they name things after family members. You know, the Ashlee is named after Chris's wife, who's an awesome, awesome lady and has a tremendous story of overcoming some pretty intense odds, and so she's a real hero. The Devicat amps are named after Chris's mother-in-law, is the Mean Gene, and the Jimmy, I believe, is Chris's father-in-law, and the Mr. Terry, which is Chris's father. Those are some of the amps. Robert Baker. Robert Baker, stop texting me. Right, so it is a family business, and Chris is all about family, which I really dig that. It's a small company. These guitars are built by about 3 guys. They have 3 guys in the shop in Statesboro. Mostly 2 guys building the guitars, but they have a 3rd guy who builds all the Devicat amps, and he comes in and does the electronics and the wiring. So it's a very small shop in Georgia, and yeah, American-made guitars, man. Let's talk about hardware real quick. Everything is quality. The pots on the volume and the tone are great. The switch is great. It's very solid. It's not really cheap stuff. Roller bridge, which is really awesome. I really like that. Cuts down on friction and breakage, of course, but also feels comfy on your hand when you're doing the chuggy, palm muty type stuff. pickups are Chris's brand of pickups. In addition to CMG Guitars and Devicat amps, they also own a pickup company, which is called Frog Dog Pickups. So Frog Dog has a couple of different models of pickups. These are actually called the flat face. They have a very, very flat response. They're very low output. They're definitely not high gain pickups. So some people really like that. That's probably a little bit more of a traditional type of a pickup. A very flat response. Not really for the metals. So that's the pickups. You know, if you're into the high gain, hard rocking stuff, that might be something you switch out. But then again, you know, you've heard me play some high gain stuff with it, so make your own decisions. So very flat response with the pickups, very evenly voiced, low output, which is cool. Alright, so this is the trans black finish, and let me show you the other guitar that is their most popular finish. Now you all know that I'm a sucker for trans black. I love trans black guitars, but here's one that is really, really incredible, and it's actually their most popular finish, and it is the Georgia Sunset. Look at that. Look at that. That is a beautiful finish. I have this one for sale. This is serial number 352. Very beautiful guitar. I quite like it. I've never really been one for burst finishes. I mean, I think they're beautiful, but for whatever reason I seem to be attracted to the trans black guitars for some reason. This is amazing. So this is Georgia Sunset, which is their most popular finish. Now they have a lot of others. Again, go to the website, you can see the finish options for the Ashlee model guitars. Well, going back to the hardware, comes with the Grover tuners, so some really solid tuners on here. The neck is, Chris said it was a C shape, which, yeah, I guess that feels about right. But it's not a thick, chunky, beastie C shape. No, it's not like a 50s Les Paul C shape. It's very comfortable. It's not a thin, like a wafer thin neck at all, but it's extremely comfortable. I don't know if it's a thin C or not, but they said it's a C. It feels really comfy to my hand. It's not fatiguing at all. The neck has got a satin finish on it. Actually, the whole guitar, the back and sides, has a satin finish on it. And you can actually really kind of feel the wood a little bit because they don't use any grain filler. That's what Chris told me. They try to keep it as natural as possible. So no grain filler on there. Kind of a minimal amount of finish. You know, that's one of the things. I'm sure it also helps keep the costs down. You know, every step in the manufacturing process adds to the price. So, you know, I like how it feels, though. Gotta be honest, I kind of like that it's not just coated in like 6 millimeters of goop, you know, of paint. So, very cool guitars. It's got a nice cutaway up here. They call it the high E cutaway. So you can really get up to this upper fret access. Now, some of you guys know who play traditional single cut style guitars, sometimes the upper fret access can be a little daunting. But the way the cutaway is on this, you can get up there really well. And it's pretty comfortable. I like it. I'm pretty excited, to say the least, about CMG guitars and RNA music. So if you're interested in ordering a CMG guitar, you can contact us at RNA Music and we can get one ordered for you. thought it would be a really, really long time before I was able to carry an American-made guitar brand in my shop, just because a lot of the brands, you know, they cost a lot of money. It's a really significant investment to bring on an American guitar brand. Chris understands that. He actually owns a store, so he owns a music store. He still teaches, I don't know, about 25, 30 students a week. He teaches guitar. He still gigs about 100 dates a year, runs a music store. He does what I do, maybe on a little bit bigger scale, but he is a working musician, a real guy. So he understands from owning a store, you know, when people come in, they tell you you got to buy $25,000, $30,000, $80,000 worth of product to become a dealer. That's just not feasible for a lot of independent dealers. So he really works with the mom and pop independent dealer shops, because that's what he is, in addition to owning a manufacturing company. So he gets the needs of mom and pop shops and working musicians. So that's one of the things I really like about them. I like the company. I definitely like the product. I'm pretty sure Angela and I are going to purchase one for ourselves. We've already got one picked out. We'll share it, I'm sure. But I definitely recommend these guitars. If you want an American-made guitar at a really great price, and to support a true independent small business, you're supporting RNA Music, but you're also supporting CMG Guitars and Devicat amps, and they're just good people. It's really amazing the people you'll meet in this industry sometimes, and I'm really proud to call Chris and Ashlee friends, and their product is amazing. Highly recommend it. If you got any questions, of course, give us a call at RNA Music, 903-567-2233. Of course, you can shoot me an email at rnamusic@live.com. I'd love to chat with you more about the CMG guitars. CMG's got their own YouTube channel, which I highly recommend checking out. You can see Chris demoing the guitars and amps, but they also have a cool video. It's in two parts of them giving you a little tour of their factory, and you can actually see the guitars being made and the guys who work on them, and I think that's awesome. He actually made that video because there were people who thought he was lying and that the guitars are actually made in China, and they're not. So he actually did a factory tour going through the CMG Chris Mitchell Guitars factory where they build the guitars. Later on this year, Angela and I from RNA Music, we're going to fly out to Statesboro, Georgia, and we're going to hang out with Chris and Ashlee at their store, and we're also going to go take a tour of the shop, and we'll show you guys that when we get it done. I'm really excited about that, really looking forward to it. So thanks for watching. I appreciate your time. Thanks for checking out the video. Be sure you go check out Chris Mitchell Guitars, check out their YouTube channel, check out their website, and of course, keep the music alive. Talk to you soon.